Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Fields. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Gets through, and now an opening. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Off the option, it's Jones.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Watch out, watch out. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And fights through one man.
Oh, big hole right side.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And this time he is in.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Very short kick, taken right at the 20.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running right, Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Second down at 7. Here's Fields. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Watkins, 34 yards. And the Eagles have about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And all the way down to the 12. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's by four, Mike's by four, Mike's by four. All day, every day, any day. He's challenging.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch, slam, hot. Watch the
On the give, this is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun, Fields. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Jones. There he goes again, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Flush to his right. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check safety. Wide, get wide. Tight dog.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Fields. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that
one. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
88 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's
going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and we are all tied at 16 apiece. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical third down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Jones running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former...
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
One play action, Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Oh, he gets free left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
They'll try again with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Able to find Jones.
Sheds off the tackle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Back to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They snap it to Fields.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Harris. A little juke. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Off the option, it's Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.